So anyway, guys, now I want to be doing my synonyms and antonyms now so I can grow myself. So it's crucial for me to do synonyms and antonyms to really perform and outperform myself. So let's have a look over here. So let's go benefits, synonyms. So now benefit is good. I see good is sake. I see sake is interest. I see interest is welfare. I see welfare is enjoyment. I see enjoyment is satisfaction. I see satisfaction is well-being. I see well-being is social security. I see social security is unemployment benefit. I see unemployment benefit is state benefit. I see state benefit is social security payments. I see profit is gain. I see gain is reap benefits. I see reap benefits is make money. I see make money is reap financial reward. I see benefit is aid. I see aid is asset. I see aid is asset. I see asset is assistance. I see assistance is gain. I see gain is help. I see help is interest. I see interest is perk. I see perk is profit. I see profit is acquisition. I see acquisition is benefit. I see benefit is bottom line. I see bottom line is earnings. I see earnings is goods. I see goods is harvest. I see harvest is income. I see income is interest. I see bottom line is core. I see core is crux. I see crux is essence. I see essence is income. I see income is profit. I see profit is reality. I see reality is basis. I see basis is conclusion. I see conclusion is closure. I see closure is completion. I see completion is consequence. I see consequence is I see consequence is denouement. I see denouement is development. I see development is ending. I see ending is outcome. I see outcome is result. I see result is conclusion. I see conclusion is consequence. I see consequence is decision. I see decision is development. I see development is event. I see event is issue. I see issue is outcome. I see outcome is product. I see product is amount. I see amount is brand. I see brand is commodity. I see commodity is crop. I see crop is device. I see device is fruit. I see fruit is merchandise. I see merchandise is output. I see merchandise is commodity. I see commodity is material. I see material is product. I see product is stock. I see stock is stuff. I see stuff is effects. I see effects is line. I see line is number. I see number is figure. I see figure is statistic. I see statistic is sum. I see sum is total. I see total is cardinal. I see cardinal is character. I see character is cipher. I see cipher is count. I see cipher is non-entity. I see non-entity is blank. I see blank is nada. I see nada is naught. I see naught is nil. I see nil is nobody. I see nobody is nothing. I see nobody is nothing. I see nothing is naught. I see naught is non-entity. I see non-entity is blank. I see blank is nada. I see nada is naught. I see naught is nil. I see nil is nobody. I see nobody is nothing. I see nothing is utility. I see nothing is nullity. I see nullity. I see nothing is nullity. I see nullity is cipher. I see cipher is naught. I see naught is non-entity. I see non-entity is zero. I see zero is zilch. I see zilch is blank. I see blank is diddly squat. I see diddly squat is nada. I see nada is naught. I see naught is nothingness. I see nothingness is naught. I see naught is void. I see void is zero. I see void is blank. I see blank is gap. I see gap is vacuum. I see vacuum is blankness. I see blackness is cavity. I see cavity is hole. I see hole is hollow. I see hollow is lack. I see lack is absence. I see absence is dearth. I see dearth is inadequacy. I see inadequacy is loss. I see loss is paucity. I see paucity is poverty. I see poverty is reduction. I see reduction is scarcity. I see scarcity is dearth. I see dearth is drought. I see drought is famine. I see famine is inadequacy. I see inadequacy is insufficiency. I see insufficiency is lack. I see lack is paucity. I see paucity is shortage. I see paucity is dearth. I see dearth is I see dearth is insufficiency. I see insufficiency is smallness. I see smallness is absence. I see absence is deficiency. I see deficiency is famine. I see famine is fewness. I see fewness is meagerness. see meagerness is aridity. I see aridity is need. I see need is poverty. I see poverty is scantiness. I see scantiness is scarcity. I see scantiness is curtailment. I see curtailment is dearth. I see dearth is defalcation. I see dirt is defalcation. I see defalcation is defect. I see defect is deficiency. I see deficiency is I see deficiency is deficit. I see deficit is failure. I see failure is inadequacy. I see inadequacy is dearth. I see dearth is deficiency. I see deficiency is failing. I see failing is flaw. I see flaw is imperfection. I see imperfection is incapacity. I see incapacity is ineffectiveness. I see ineffectiveness is inefficiency. I see ineffectiveness is inefficiency. I see inefficiency is carelessness. I see carelessness is disorganization. I see disorganization is inability. I see inability is incapability. I see incapability is wastefulness. I see wastefulness is absurdity. I see wastefulness is absurdity. I see absurdity is amenity. I see amenity is dissipation. I see dissipation is exaggeration. I see exaggeration is excess. I see excess is exorbitance. I see exorbitance is expenditure. I see expenditure is extravagancy. I see extravagancy is excessiveness. I see excessiveness is exorbitance. I see exorbitance is extravagance. I see extravagance is inordinateness. I see inordinateness is lavishness. I see lavishness is overabundance. I see overabundance is overindulgence. I see overindulgence is overplus. I see overplus is exorbitance. I see exorbitance is extravagance. I see extravagance is extravagancy. I see extravagancy is inordinateness. I see inordinateness is lavishness. I see lavishness is overabundance. I see overabundance is plethora. I see plethora is profusion. I see profusion is glut. I see glut is outpouring. I see outpouring is ampleness. I see ampleness is copiousness. I see copiousness is excess. I see excess is extravagance. I see extravagance is flood. I see flood is opulence. I see opulence is abundance. I see abundance is affluence. I see affluence is belongings. I see belongings is excess. I see excess is fortune. I see fortune is goods. I see goods is lavishness. I see lavishness is luxury. I see lavishness is dissipation. I see dissipation is indulgence. I see indulgence is squandering. I see squandering is wastefulness. I see squandering is abandonment. I see abandonment is debauchery. I see debauchery is dissolution. I see debauchery is dissoluteness. I see dissoluteness is dissolution. I see dissolution is drunkenness. I see drunkenness is evil. I see evil is excess. I see excess is extravagance. I see evil is calamity. I see calamity is catastrophe. I see catastrophe is corruption. I see corruption is crime. I see crime is harm. I see harm is hatred. I see hatred is ill. I see ill is misery. I see ill is abuse. I see abuse is affliction. I see affliction is ailment. I see ailment is disease. I see disease is disorder. I see disorder is evil. I see evil is illness. I see illness is infirmity. I see infirmity is affliction. I see affliction is ailment. I see ailment is deficiency. I see deficiency is frailty. I see frailty is ill health. I see ill health is imperfection. I see imperfection is malady. I see malady is confinement. I see frailty is defect. I see defect is deficiency. I see deficiency is failing. I see failing is fallibility. I see failing is fallibility. I see fallibility is foible. I see foible is imperfection. I see imperfection is infirmity. I see infirmity is shortcoming. I see shortcoming. I see foible is eccentricity. I see eccentricity. I see eccentricity. I see foible is an intricity. I see eccentricity. I see I see foible is eccentricity. I see eccentricity is failing. I see failing is frailty. I see frailty is idiosyncrasy. I see idiosyncrasy is infirmity. I see infirmity is peculiarity. I see peculiarity is quirk. I see quirk is shortcoming. I see idiosyncrasy is eccentricity. I see eccentricity is mannerism. I see mannerism is peculiarity. I see peculiarity is trait. I see trait is affected. I see trait is I see trait is affectation. I see affectation is bit. I see bit is characteristic. I see characteristic is distinction. I see trait is attribute. I see attribute is character. I see character is feature. I see feature is habit. I see habit is idiosyncrasy. I see idiosyncrasy is manner. I see manner is oddity. I see oddity is peculiarity. I see peculiarity is distinctiveness. I see distinctiveness is eccentricity. I see eccentricity is foible. I see foible is idiosyncrasy. I see idiosyncrasy is peculiarity. I see peculiarity is quirk. I see quirk is trait. I see trait is abnormality. I see abnormality is anomaly. I see anomaly is deformity. I see deformity is flaw. I see flaw is irregular. I see flaw is irregularity. I see irregularity is aberrancy. I see aberrancy is aberration. I see aberration is I see aberration is bizarreness. I see bizarreness is deviance. I see anomaly is aberration. I see aberration is abnormality. I see abnormality is deviation. I see deviation is inconsistency. I see inconsistency is irregularity. I see irregularity is oddity. I see oddity is rarity. I see rarity is departure. I see rarity is infrequency. I see infrequency is rareness. I see rareness is uncommonness. I see uncommonness is anomaly. I see anomaly is exception. I see exception is irregularity. I see irregularity is oddity. I see oddity is oddness. I see oddness is foible. I see foible is idiosyncrasy. I see idiosyncrasy. I see idiosyncrasy is peculiarity. I see peculiarity is quirk. I see quirk is weirdness. I see weirdness is aberration. I see aberration is abnormality. I see abnormality is anomaly. I see weirdness is oddity. I see oddity is peculiarity. I see peculiarity is quirk. I see quirk is delusion. I see delusion is eccentricity. I see delusion is eccentricity. I see eccentricity is strangeness. I see strangeness is newness. I see newness is weirdness. I see weirdness is abnormality. I see abnormality is bizarreness. I see bizarreness is eccentricity. I see eccentricity is exoticism. I see exoticism is foreignness. I see foreignness is novelty. I see novelty is freshness. I see freshness is innovation. I see innovation is oddity. I see oddity is uniqueness. I see uniqueness is change. I see change is crazy. I see crazy is creation. I see creation is modernity. I see creation is modern. I see creation is modernity. I see modernity. I see creation is modernity. I see modernity is change. I see change is crazy. I see crazy is creation. I see creation is freshness. I see freshness is innovation. I see innovation is mutation. I see mutation is newness. I see newness is oddball. I see newness is novelty. I see novelty is uniqueness. I see uniqueness is innovation. I see innovation is modernity. I see modernity is recentness. I see recentness is change. I see change is crazy. I see crazy is creation. I see creation is freshness. see freshness is innovation. I see innovation is modernity. I see modernity is mutation. I see mutation is newness. I see mutation is alteration. I see alteration is anomaly. I see anomaly is variation. I see variation is change. I see change is deviant. I see deviant is deviation. I see deviation is evolution. I see evolution is innovation. I see evolution is change. I see change is enlargement. I see enlargement is expansion. I see expansion is growth. I see growth is progression. I see progression is transformation. I see transformation is flowering. I see flowering is increase. I see transformation is conversion. I see conversion is metaphoresis. I see metaphoresis is renewal. I see renewal is revolution. I see revolution is shift. I see shift is about face. I see about face is alteration. I see alteration is changeover. I see alteration is adjustment. I see adjustment is amendment. I see amendment is conversion. I see conversion is diversification. I see diversification is modification. I see modification is mutation. I see mutation is revision. I see revision is transformation. I see revision is alteration. I see alteration is amendment. I see amendment is improvement. I see improvement is modification. I see modification is reconsideration. I see reconsideration is re-examination. I see re-examination is review. I see review is correction. I see correction is alteration. I see alteration is amelioration. I see amelioration is amendment. I see amendment is editing. I see amendment is editing. I see editing is emendation. I see emendation is improvement. I see improvement is indemnification. I see indemnification is mending. I see indemnification is advantage. I see advantage is allowance. I see allowance is amends. I see amends is atonement. I see atonement is benefit. I see benefit is bonus. I see bonus is bread. I see bread is consideration. I see consideration is application. I see application is attention. I see attention is debate. I see debate is deliberation. I see deliberation is discussion. I see discussion is examination. I see examination is review. I see review is scrutiny. I see scrutiny is analysis. I see analysis is audit. I see audit is inquiry. I see inquiry is inspection. I see inspection is investigation. I see investigation is review. I see review is search. I see search is surveillance. I see surveillance is care. I see care is control. I see control is examination. I see examination is inspection. I see inspection is scrutiny. I see scrutiny is supervision. I see supervision is vigilance. I see vigilance is wiretap. I see vigilance is alertness. I see alertness is caution. I see caution is diligence. I see diligence is surveillance. I see surveillance is acuity. I see surveillance is acuity. I see acuity is attention. I see attention is attentiveness. I see attentiveness is circumspection. I see circumspection is carefulness. I see carefulness is cautiousness. I see cautiousness is discretion. I see discretion is foresight. I see foresight is foresightedness. I see foresightedness is forethought. I see forethought is precaution. I see precaution is prudence. I see prudence is austerity. I see austerity is conservatism. I see conservatism is diligence. I see diligence is discretion. I see discretion is foresight. I see foresight is frugality. I see frugality is judgment. I see judgment is tact. I see conservatism is moderation. I see moderation is orthodoxy. I see orthodoxy is preservation. I see preservation is traditionalism. I see traditionalism is conservativeness. I see conservativeness is reactionarism. I see reactionarism is I see reactionarism is unprogressiveness. I see reactionarism is unprogressiveness. I see orthodoxy is belief. I see belief is doctrine. I see doctrine is tradition. I see tradition is faith. I see faith is religion. I see doctrine is attitude. I see attitude is axiom. I see axiom is belief. I see belief is concept. I see concept is creed. I see creed is dogma. I see dogma is precept. I see precept is proposition. I see axiom is adage. I see adage is aphorism. I see aphorism is dictum. I see dictum is maxim. I see maxim is precept. I see precept is proverb. I see proverb is theorem. I see theorem is apothegm. I see apothegm is aphorism. I see aphorism is axiom. I see axiom is dictum. I see dictum is maxim. I see maxim is moral. I see moral is proverb. I see proverb is saying. I see saying is truism. I see aphorism is adage. I see adage is axiom. I see axiom is dictum. I see dictum is maxim. I see maxim is proverb. I see proverb is apothegm. I see apothegm is moral. I see moral is precept. I see adage is aphorism. I see aphorism is axiom. I see axiom is by word. I see dictum is motto. I see maxim is motto. I see motto is adage. I see adage is catchphrase. I see catchphrase is maxim. I see maxim is rallying cry. I see rallying cry is cry. I see cry is by word. I see rallying cry is catchphrase. I see catchphrase is jingle. I see jingle is slogan. I see slogan is expression. I see expression is jingle. I see jingle is phrase. I see phrase is rallying cry. I see rallying cry is saying. I see saying is trademark. I see trademark is byword. I see byword is catchphrase. I see jingle is clang. I see clang is clatter. I see clatter is clink. I see clink is chime. I see chime is chink. I see chink is clamor. I see clamor is ding. I see ding is jangle. I see jangle is chime. I see chime is clank. I see clank is clash. I see clash is clatter. I see clatter is conflict. I see conflict is disaccord. I see disaccord is discord. I see discord is disharmonize. I see disharmonize is differ. I see differ is conflict. I see conflict is contrast. I see contrast is disaccord. I see disaccord is discord. I see discord is mismatch. I see mismatch is I see mismatch is be dissimilar. I see be dissimilar is not go with. I see not go with is differ. I see differ is conflict. I see conflict is contrast. I see contrast is disaccord. I see disaccord is discord. I see discord is disharmonized. I see disharmonized is mismatch. I see mismatch is be dissimilar. I see mismatch is discrepancy. I see discrepancy is imbalance. I see imbalance is disproportion. I see disproportion is dissimilarity. I see dissimilarity. I see disproportion is dissimilarity. I see dissimilarity is divergence. I see divergence is divergency. I see divergency is diverseness. I see diverseness is incongruency. I see incongruency is inconsistency. I see inconsistency is difference. I see difference is inappropriateness. I see inappropriateness is mismatch. I see inappropriateness is mismatch. I see inappropriateness. I see inappropriateness is mismatch. I see difference is change. I see change is characteristic. I see characteristic is contrast. I see contrast is discrepancy. I see discrepancy is disparity. I see disparity is distinction. I see distinction is divergence. I see divergence is diversity. I see diversity is I see diversity is diversification. I see diversification is assortment. I see assortment is dissimilarity. I see dissimilarity is distinction. I see distinction is distinctiveness. I see distinctiveness is divergence. I see divergence is diverseness. I see diverseness is heterogeneity. I see heterogeneity. I see heterogeneity. I see heterogeneity is distinction. I see heterogeneity is array. I see array is assortment. I see assortment is change. I see change is collection. I see collection is combo. I see combo is conglomeration. I see conglomeration is departure. I see departure is discrepancy. I see conglomeration is agglomeration. I see agglomeration is aggregation. I see aggregation is mishmash. I see mishmash is aggregate. I see aggregate is assortment. I see assortment is collection. I see collection is combination. I see combination is combo. I see agglomeration is cluster. I see cluster is heap. I see heap is jumble. I see jumble is load. I see load is mass. I see mass is pile. I see pile is accumulation. I see accumulation is assortment. I see assortment is chunk. I see chunk is hill. I see hill is hunk. I see hunk is jumble. I see jumble is lump. I see lump is mass. I see mass is crowd. I see crowd is group. I see group is horde. I see horde is lots. I see lot is lump. I see lump is majority. I see majority is mob. I see mob is number. Anyway, guys, the effects you get from boosting your vocabulary makes you smarter in terms of expression. So the more you're able to really jumble words together to make phrases to express yourself is much better for you. I see it's much better for you to be able to build your vocabulary so that you get smarter. I mean, you have to understand that you have to push vocabulary. You cannot just read audiobooks and get vocabulary like that. I mean, you have to understand that you have to really do synonyms and antonyms every single day like I did just now. And you have to understand that you have to push yourself to get vocabulary. I mean, it's just the way it is. So for myself to actually build vocabulary for like, in terms of how I done it just now, I'm understanding that I push myself to build vocabulary, and this way I get smarter in all walks of life because I'm able to express myself, I'm able to talk, I'm able to express metaphors, I'm able to really understand much more about life. So the smarter you get is the more vocabulary you have to understand people in terms of life. So when people are using abbreviation in terms of example, you're able to understand them because you understand your vocabulary. And it's much more dealable to understand that when you're talking to people that you have a very high vocabulary stance. So when you have much more vocabulary in you, then you're able to understand much more people and you're able to understand much more walks of life in terms of words and in terms of everything in terms of life. So you must understand that if you really do your vocabulary every single day, you're just going to get smarter throughout time. And when you get smarter throughout time, it walks into all life forms, and then you actually realize that you're an art form of some sort. So you have to understand that the more you teach as well, the smarter you get. So you have to understand that you have to keep teaching people how to live life. And you have to understand that if you really help yourself to really do YouTube and you post as much video content as possible on YouTube, you're going to post as eventually as much as you can, and that way you really grow yourself. But if you want to express yourself, you need to have vocabulary skills, and it's just to understand people and it's to understand what you're reading, for example. So if you have different diverse expectations of vocabulary in your system, you're able to understand diverse words and actual abbreviations as to what's said in life. So you have to understand that when you understand people in terms of what is said about you or about other people or about everything in general, then you have to understand that the more you read and the more you build vocabulary, the smarter you get. And the smarter you get, the more confidence you breed into your system to be able to talk words of expression. And when you can talk words and when you understand how to really expose yourself fully to diverse complications of life, then you're able to understand much more theories about life. You're able to actually talk. You're able to understand how to talk and how to actually be able to sentence everything in a different way so that you're growing yourself in the moment, because everything's different and every day is different. So the more vocabulary you have in your system, the more pictures you can have in terms of life, and the more actual breeding of information you can receive and you can understand how to understand that the more vocabulary you have, the better retention skills and the better memory you have as well. And when you have better memory, then you have better confidence and you have better self-image and you have better diverse psychology as well, and you're able to express yourself in beautiful ways, and you're able to understand much more about life this way. So I always advance myself to have much more vocabulary in my system, to understand much more words. And the more words I understand, the more I can express myself personally, and the more I can use different words to say the same thing in a different way as well. So that's how you actually get smarter. You get smarter through building vocabulary every single day, because that way you're going to have a great job. You're going to be able to understand people. You're going to be able to give information across, and you're going to be able to speak better and understand much more about reading and what you're reading. And you're going to be able to understand much more words as well, which also helps you to retain information. And the more information you retain is because you understand information, and it's because you understand different words. And when you understand different words to life, then you understand how to actually react in that moment, and you understand exactly what's going on in the book, or you understand exactly what's going on in personal life, or when you're reading something, you understand what's said because you can understand your vocabulary and you have a great vocabulary in you. So it's very, very crucial to every single day build vocabulary skills so that you're understanding much more about life, and so that you understand that you have to always picture yourself in a better way, so that you're always growing, and so that you're really, really tremendous in what you're doing in terms of life. So when you really want to expect something of a devotion to yourself to really, really understand much more words, you're going to have a better picture about life, and you're going to understand that when you're really connecting words together like this, what happens is you just gain much more clarity and you gain much more wisdom about understanding what is what, for example, and you understand what's talked about, for example, and you understand how to talk. And you understand that when people are talking, you know exactly what they're talking about because you know the words behind it, and you understand exactly what's said, and that way you can retain that information. You can retain that information, and you can really, really understand how to proceed forward with what your ideas are, for example. So if somebody has Old English, for example, and they're speaking Old English, then what you do is you understand exactly what they're talking about because you have that sense of empathy to be able to understand their words. So when you understand people's words, you're able to develop empathy like this, and you're able to understand much more about how to speak to those people who have Old English, because you can speak in the same tone and you can speak in the same word system that they are using because you have Old English heritage and you have the Old English vocabulary, which sets an example for you to be able to speak in life, and it sets a beautiful example for you to be able to understand about how to progress forward and how to actually understand yourself and how to understand the world around you by the vocabulary you have, for example. So when you understand your vocabulary, you understand people, and you understand how to talk, and you understand how to walk your talk, and you understand exactly what people are talking about in every single book. And you can read very fast material, for example, and you can understand that you can read on 3.5 times and you'll catch the words. For example, when you're reading, all you're looking to do is catch one word, sentences, and once you read the words of what's said,
then you understand what's going on. So for example, when I read audiobooks, I look to see exactly one word of the sentence, and then I understand what the person's talking about, for example. And then they sentence structure, and they do structuring sentences to make different sentences to make a story so that they involve you in the story. I mean, you understand? And that way you cause empathy because you can understand that you're listening to the person. So the more you actually build listening skills and critical listening skills to understand people, the better you're going to be in terms of being able to listen, and your cognitive function in terms of life is going to be smarter because you understand much more vocabulary, and it helps you to dwell upon life much better. So when people are talking, you're just going to have an understanding of what they're talking about, and that's the whole point. So when you're a little kid, when you're, I promise you, when you're a little baby, you didn't know exactly what people were talking about because your vocabulary was so small, for example. So, for example, when you're building a new language and when you're learning a new language, you learn vocabulary in terms of that language. And the better your vocabulary in that language, the more aspects of life you're able to talk about in that language as well. So, the more your vocabulary, the more you can talk, and the more you can actually express yourself in different ways. So, when you're learning a new language, for example, what happens is you have a certain amount of vocabulary in that language that you can understand, and you can only ever talk up to the point of your vocabulary in that language. So you have to understand that the more vocabulary you build upon language skills, the better you're going to be in terms of communication in all walks of life. So you have to understand that if you want to understand people, you have to understand vocabulary, and you have to understand every single day to do your vocabulary because it's going to help you in all sorts of life experiences, and it's going to help you to be able to comprehend stuff and to be able to understand how to talk. So I can use different word systems and I can be able to talk as much as I want because I understand exactly what I'm talking about, because I understand the words behind the words. I understand exactly which words I'm using for which different phrases and for which different sentences to teach someone a lesson about something, because that's how you get across. So you must understand that if you're really someone who wants to expose yourself to the best ability possible, you have to never be ashamed of yourself, but you must understand that the more vocabulary you have, the less ashamed of yourself you will be. So you must understand it's much more about delivering content, and when you're delivering content, you have things to talk about, you have words to talk about. So you must understand that when you talk about words, then you're always going to be able to abbreviate things that other people may not necessarily understand. And that's because their vocabulary is low. So you must understand that when I talk in a high English way and people don't understand what I'm talking about, or they say that I don't make sense, it's because their vocabulary is so small that they don't understand what I'm talking about. But if they understand vocabulary, and if they have a high vocabulary stance, they're going to be able to understand what I'm talking about, and they're going to make common sense about what I talk about. Because you must understand that if I talk about something, you have to understand it, and you have to really, really grab exactly all the sentences, and you must understand all the sentences of what's said, so that you can also form an opinion about something that I've said, so that you can have an expression about something that I've said, so that you can also express yourself in different ways, and so you can also build a legacy for yourself, and so you can do something to build a legacy. So every single day, try to build a greater legacy for yourself. I mean, try to every single day learn how to grow, and make sure always that you're uploading content, and that you're really never foul mouth, but you make sure that you're always in a nice way and in a polite way talking, and you make sure every single day that you can just understand the people around you. So you must understand that the more you read, of course, the more vocabulary you build, and the more vocabulary you build, the more you can go places, because you understand how to abbreviate, and you understand how to talk. And when you talk much more, then you understand you can lead yourself and you can lead other people through your communication. So the more vocabulary you have, the better your habits are going to be. So that's how you have to understand every single day. Always develop your vocabulary every single day on purpose. Try to pick up a book and try to actually understand to go on Google, for example, and go in synonyms and make sure you're always connecting those words together, because it's going to take you places and it's going to teach you something about life. So it's much more when you're doing your antonyms and synonyms, you're teaching yourself new words, you're teaching yourself different expressions, you're teaching yourself different metaphors and different ways of things. And you have to understand that when you're reading something, the whole point of reading is to form images about life so that you understand how to sequence your sentences together. Because when you're sentencing something together, and when you're really understanding how to sentence something, you're really looking for a better way to understand how to communicate. And that's it. I promise you, every single day, focus on your stance and focus on something that you said in a better way. I mean, in a sense, so you're always looking for that beautiful abbreviation where you can understand how to talk to people, but also understanding people and what's talked about is very important. So you must understand that when people are talking, you want to know exactly what they're talking about. So you have to have a high vocabulary to be able to understand people for what they're talking about. Because if you don't understand what people are talking about, then it's going to be difficult for you to comprehend exactly what they are saying. So if you have a high vocabulary, then you're going to be able to understand them for what they're talking about. So then when you understand what they're talking about, you can also progress forward through your own ideas, and you can form mental pictures of what's said, and you can understand exactly how to actually proceed forward with the information that you've gained from other people or from life or from what you've taught yourself. And then once you progress forward, then you have to understand it's much more about comprehending information and talking about something that you understand that you're passionate about. So when you're talking about something that you're passionate about, you're looking just to build as much vocabulary as possible, and that way you're understanding that the more vocabulary you talk about, the better you're going to become. So I understand that what I want to do now is I want to upload all of my audio programs into YouTube, and I want to do that on a daily basis. And why is that? Because I only have around 500 audio programs, and it's going to be a slow journey to get there, but I have time to upload all of this content on YouTube so that people can just go and ravish themselves upon my nice and beautiful example about life, and so that people can understand me more, and so that they don't have to go into my Mega Drive to get the same information. So this way, when I form everything together for people to be able to go and grow themselves in terms of my information, I solely believe in my information. I solely believe in what I'm doing. And that's the whole point of building vocabulary, and that's the whole point of being confident about what you're speaking about. Because when you're speaking about something that you're really in atonement to, where you understand much more about how people are talking about in terms of their sentences, then you're really understanding much more about understanding that atonement means breeding information upon arrival. I mean, in a sense, when you're understanding how people are talking about in terms of life and what they're talking about, you're going to understand your sense of direction in that conversation. And you're going to understand much more about understanding that when you actually teach people a different scenario or different ways of thinking, you're going to be able to understand much more about how to talk. And when you understand how to talk to people, then your high vocabulary skills are going to be a nice and beautiful expression in front of people to be able to lead yourself to be confident in the words you use. So when you're using words together to actually breed information, to actually understand psychology or to understand something about metaphysics or whatever you're talking about, you're going to understand it's much more about a lesson. And when you're teaching a lesson to people, it's about having high vocabulary skills to be able to teach whatever you want to teach, because you understand the words behind what your vocabulary is. So when you understand, when you're talking to people, you're going to understand how to talk because you have a high vocabulary system to be able to understand how to proceed information forward to people so that they understand you. And you can be able to talk easy English with people so that they understand you, because the whole point of life is talking in a way that people understand you. And if I promise you, if you're talking in a way that people say that you make no common sense, just understand that they are people who need much more abbreviation to what you're saying. And they're also just asking you, please talk in easy English so that we can understand what you're talking about. Because when I talk sometimes, I understand that people don't understand what I'm exactly saying or talking about because their vocabulary is low. So I don't want to drop my standard of vocabulary so that people understand me. I want to make sure that people do understand me, but the thing is, I want to also talk about my expression, and I want to use all my vocabulary skills to be able to get information across so that people can understand me in different ways. But that's up to them if they want to understand me or not. But the thing is that I'm trying to always, as much as possible, to understand easy English and to understand how to talk about stuff in different informational sequences so that people can understand me in all areas of life, and not just in easy English but also in complicated English, so that people can understand much more of my diversity of information in different ways, that I'm smart and that I'm intelligent about what I'm saying. So if you don't understand me, it's because you have to boost your vocabulary to understand me. In a sense, so sometimes if you talk in a way where people cannot understand you, then also you must understand that you have to also build skills to be able to talk easy English so that people do understand you. But somebody out there is not going to understand what you're talking about, I promise you. So what you do is you just talk in a way that helps you to understand your information, and that's the whole point. So when you're talking about something, you're just looking to grow. You're just looking to help yourself to understand much more about how you're talking to people. So when you talk to people, you're looking for information. You're making sure that you're pronouncing information forward, and you're looking for a better idea. And when you look for a better idea, you're just progressing forward with what your information is. And that way you actually grow yourself, and that way you really, really help yourself to understand much more about life. And you're moving forward with that. And then you understand much more about how to talk to people in a different way. And because you understand how to talk to people in different ways, then you understand how to actually communicate to yourself and other people, because you're actually talking and you're just making sure every single day of your life that you have that nice and beautiful theory. So that theory is information that you've taught yourself how to speak in terms of life. And because you have that nice and beautiful theory going about what you're talking about, you're going to be able to sense exactly what you're saying. So the whole point of life is to be fit, it's to be courageous, and it's to be healthy. So if you're not healthy, get healthy as much as possible in terms of life. So you must understand that you have to understand every single day your health is the most important aspect of life. And if you don't take care of your health, I promise you, then you won't have a great life. I promise you. And you must understand every single day, take care of your health. Take care of yourself. Brush your teeth. Make sure every single day that you have ideas in life. Make sure that you're reading constantly and that you're always consistently reading something so that you can grow yourself and so you can understand more information about different scenarios and different ways of thinking. But if you don't read, then you have to understand that people who don't read don't get smart. And you must understand that if you read much more, you're going to get smarter about people and situations, and you're going to understand history, you're going to understand much more about what's going on in the world. And then when you understand what's going on in the world, you can also direct yourself, and you can also make sure that every single day of your life, that it's going to be different. So every single day you're always looking for a better way. But how you talk on audio programs is how you have to talk on video programs as well. And you have to teach yourself that, and you have to really, really grow yourself in the process of information. So in the process of information, you're really, really understanding that everything I put on YouTube has to be watched by somebody. Somebody is going to watch what I've done, and somebody is going to go through the information, no matter what. I understand that. So every single day of my life from now on, I'm going to upload information as much as possible into YouTube, as much as possible. And now with my quotes, I see that no matter what, that with my quotes, I understand that people can go onto my Instagram. I understand they can click my bio link. I understand then they can go into my quotes, and then they can download my quotes by downloading the nice and beautiful Mega Drive application. But the thing is, that sounds very difficult to do. It sounds very difficult to do. So the best thing I can do with my information of my quotes is somehow be able to sit down, read, while reading or while listening to music. I get my laptop, I slowly download one form of my quotes and I start slowly typing it into an ebook. And then from that point, I have something to do throughout my day. And I keep going. I sit down, I write all this stuff. I read as much as possible while developing 33 quote books and put it on the internet on Kindle. And that way, I have all my written information online somewhere where people can download it. And people can also inspire themselves through the information I've said. So it's something that it's extra work to do, but I'm understanding that it's worth it. So what I want to do is I can pay someone, I can give someone directly money to be able to put that in an audiobook format for me, in terms of to put it into writing material for me. So what I can do is I can go on Fiverr, I can ask somebody to do a quote book for me and to write it down and everything, and I can pay them money to do it for me. And now that's even a better option for me eventually to do that at some point of time, to get people to do it for me and to put it into an audiobook for me, because my first 3 quote books are online and it's going to be forever cemented in history that Danny Milivojevic done 33 quote books. And it's just all my quotes. And now with my journaling is something different. But with journaling, I can let it be. I can post it all into my Mega Drive and it can just stay like that. I understand it can just stay like that. I'm understanding that it's just slow and steady wins the race. And that's it. I'm understanding that for myself at least, I want to help myself to develop strong ethnicity, to really develop my attitude toward what I'm saying. But it's my life focus. It's something that I want to do. So I want to be able to spread my information all across the world so they understand that it's work to do, so that I can really grow myself in the process. So what I want to do now is just a video about life. I want to just talk about life, and I want to be able to grow myself in the process. So it's much more how I feel, to really direct myself with my communicational skills of my words throughout life, to be able to go and really atomize something in a better picture, to understand how I talk in a different way, to make sure that you guys can understand me, but to make sure that I can really help myself to understand much more about understanding something about life. So when I'm talking in a different way. I'm making sure my life sequence is working. I'm doing a better job for myself. I'm looking for a better idea. And that way, every single quote book or every single informational product that I do for myself, I'm actually progressing forward. I'm showing people my life. I'm showing people exactly what I'm doing. And that's all going on YouTube. And now my quote stuff, I understand that my quote book and all this can stay for now. I understand that eventually I'm going to pick up my laptop and I'm going to start writing my quote books down. And I'm going to make it into an ebook format. And slowly and steady, I'll win the race. But the thing is, every single day, I ask Jesus Christ, is it enough for me to leave my quotes on my Instagram and YouTube channel the way it is, so that people can understand me? I promise you, somebody out there is going to click on my link and is going to go into my link. And that way, I understand that. I can see that. I can see somebody's going to click my link on YouTube or on Instagram, and they're going to download Mega Drive, and they're going to be able to download my quotes. I mean, somebody out there is going to do it. So I have no other way to do stuff other than to grow daily. So I'm understanding that every single day I just want to produce content. Understand that somebody's going to click on my audio programs and my stuff, and somebody's going to upload stuff for me as well, and they're going to always understand me from some point of view, But the more content I provide into the world, the more important I become. I become much more important when I understand what I'm talking about. And when I understand what I'm talking about, I understand much more vocabulary, and I understand much more about how to actually produce content and how to actually be someone. So I have to understand that if I want to be someone, I have to produce content. I have to make sure every single day of my life that I'm doing something to make sure that my life is nice and beautiful, so I help myself to grow. And that's it. I just want to grow. I want to grow myself. I want to grow my income. I want to grow the money in my pocket. I want to grow everything. And the whole point of life is to build vocabulary so that you can do that. And that's it. I understand that people out there, I have much more smarter brains than them, and they're making more money than me. I'm smarter than them in every single way. And you must understand that they're making more money than me. I mean, you understand? And how is that possible? I promise you it's possible. I promise you it's always possible that people are born into rich families and that they're growing themselves within means and that they're doing something on their part to really, really express themselves. And that's how you actually have to do life. And you have to understand every single day to, no matter what, to never be jealous of other people, but to grow yourself every single day is the ultimate occasion to live in life. So you must understand every single day, produce content and produce as much as you can, so that you understand that no matter what, that somebody out there is listening to you, and somebody out there is going to pick up your books, and it's going to pick up your stuff, and it's going to read, and they're going to read your stuff. I mean, you understand? So the more you read, the better. And the more you actually grow, I promise you, the more you're going to be able to grow yourself in a better way. And you're going to be able to go and take action upon what you're reading to live your best life and to be the best version of yourself. So you have to understand every single day, do whatever you can to be the best version of yourself. And understand it's mighty important for you to be your best version in life. So I failed in my life so much times, and I'm understanding that now is different. I'm understanding that this time I fail to learn always, but I'm understanding that I'm moving on. I'm moving on from the past. I understand the past is the past. I cannot change the past, but I live with no regrets. I have no regrets in my life. So every single day, produce as much content as possible and post it on YouTube every single day. Try to talk as much as you can, and try to understand every single day to always produce content for yourself to grow and teach something, so that you understand every single day that you're a teacher and that you're really, really growing somebody out there who wants to listen to you. I mean, so every single day, I'm understanding that no matter what, my YouTube is growing. I'm understanding my social media is growing because I'm on YouTube. I'm on social media. So you have to understand every single day that the population of the world is growing, and that there are many people out there that have never seen you before. But you must understand that either way, be someone that is so good in terms of what you're doing that people have to see you and they have to really, really be around you. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you set a positive example behind the scenes, that you're always living your talk, even though something you say is something that you do. I mean, in a sense, to make sure you understand that if you don't do what you say, then people are rarely going to follow you. I mean, in a sense, to make sure you be a person of your word, so that you understand that if you understand Jesus Christ, I promise you, if Jesus Christ never lived up to his word, I promise you nobody will follow Jesus Christ. But Jesus Christ lived his word every single time. He was always right about his words. I mean, in a sense, so he was always on the right frame of mind. I mean, he was never wrong and he was never right. I mean, he was always someone growing in terms of what he was saying. I mean, in a sense, so if you say something, believe it. But make sure you understand to question yourself as well. So if you question yourself, you're going to be able to grow. You're going to be able to understand much more about life. And you're going to teach something regardless of the situation. So every single day you're just teaching, you're just leading yourself into a better way of life, because that's what you need to do. So if you want to live life, live it making content and making sure every single day that you're doing something profound for yourself to grow. So what I want to do now is understand I have a long way to go about life, but I want to be able to get to the position where all my audio programs are up on YouTube, regardless of how poor the quality is or how good the quality is. I want to upload it anyway, and I want to be able to go and run a diagnostic to understand everything I've done, so that people can understand me, and so that people can go and watch it, and so that people can understand what I'm doing. about life. So I'm understanding that I just want to upload all my nice and beautiful information forward so that I'll grow. And that's it. I promise you anyway, I promise you somebody out there is going to click on my Mega Drive and somebody's going to be able to study me and my life. And that's it. I promise you, I put my life on YouTube and I put my life on Instagram. But people are more likely to find me on YouTube than they are on my Instagram. So slowly, I'm doing all I can every single day to make sure I'm growing myself and to be able to be a profound performer, to be able to understand every single day how to act and how to perform. So no matter what, I want to do a video now. I want to make sure I do a video and I want to make it 1 hour long. I just want to talk about something and that's it.